Ever heard of the club that is 10 years older than Ghana? Well, if you didn't, you just heard about that. That is the Ghana Club, established in 1947. Quite old, huh? Let's find out more about the Ghana Club. Hi, David. Welcome.
You're welcome. Lovely to have you here.
I mean, I'm privileged to be in the Ghana Club, 1947.
Preserving the past and ensuring.
For decades, the Ghana Club has remained a hub for influential figures in politics, business, and public service. Its walls have witnessed history unfold, from the struggles for independence to the evolution of modern governance. According to the club president, Dr. Adrian Ni Odoi, the founding members envisioned a space where Africans could freely unwind, network, and belong. A vision that remains alive today.
Back in the day, behind us were all the ministries. And we had the commercial district, the banks, Kingsway, UTC were all on that side. And after work, back in the 50s and before, after work, all the Ghanaians or Gold Coasters would have to leave the area. And on our right, where the mausoleum is, was a polo club. Just before that.
Was it exactly that place, or
yes,
exactly where the Kwame Nkrumah
declared independence? Yeah. So it was a polo club. Just before that was a European club, which was whites only. Yeah. Opposite that was the Bank of Ghana area, which was the Roger Club, which was mixed. And from the polo club, you had golf all along here to the beach. Then cricket, then the sports stadium, football and athletics, the Accra Turf Club, horse racing, the Accra Lawn Tennis Club, tennis, and then the hockey pitch. So this was the relaxation area for the
members?
No, not members. The colonial leaders, and so this was their social club. This house was the commandant's house, the IGP's house, and the civil servants kept clamoring for a place where they could also meet and discuss and plan, talk about their work, talk about building the country, talk about independence. And that's how come they got given this in 1947.
So it means basically, let me just take you back real quick. So it means it was the commandant's house where everybody just comes inside, have a drink?
No, it was. But then they moved him to Ridge.
Oh, okay.
And then gave this to the Ghana Club.
Oh, okay.
Then it was a Gold Coast Club. And the name was changed to Ghana Club after independence, yes.
Okay. I see a beautiful view too over there. The pictures and the art over there too.
Yes. Those are posters from the James Barnor exhibition. James Barnor is now 96. He was, he is, an eminent photographer. Yeah. And there was a huge celebration in Accra last year to celebrate his 95th.
Despite the passage of time, some traditions remain intact. A key feature is the president's board, bearing the names of past club presidents.
First president was the Niyama Olenu, who became the Speaker of Parliament. Miss Ruby Kwati-Papafio, who was the educationist in Abri Girls. And I'll show you a picture of her before you leave. So that really is what...
I see J.T. Adoi. That's your dad?
That's my dad, yes.
Yes. Tell us about that.
Well, they were all gentlemen who helped bring us up. As children, when we came here, they'd give us advice. At the time, there were 2 tennis courts here. We would be the ball boys. But after that, you'd have your kebab and your coke, and they'd ask you all manner of questions and, teach you, kid you, and most importantly, offer that advice and mentorship. So we've always cherished the club and the memories we had, and all of us who came here as kids have tried to keep it going, to get new members, and so it's an ongoing process.
Another long-standing tradition is the member board, where names are carefully cleaned every December 31st, symbolizing continuity and heritage.
This thing is written in chalk. Okay. It's non-permanent. Okay. On the 31st of every year, the board is wiped clean.
Why?
Because your membership has expired and we start paying up again. So what you see now of 93 members is those who have paid their dues up to this point in time. More people will pay in the course of the year. Okay. When I think we reached about 300 members, and then COVID came. Okay. And it's taken a while to build up again. But every year we come, clean the board, pay up, and members join.
I see. So the 93, they are all the latest members that you have.
Current. Who have paid since January 1st.
Okay, so there are more members, but they haven't paid.
Who have not come on yet.
So it means if you don't pay,
you don't pay your board, your name is not on the board, and you don't have the rights and privileges of membership. Yes.
So I see the president and you there.
We set the example. We set an example. Pay first. On the 31st, we pay. Okay. And make sure that everybody continues to pay, or encourage members to pay. Yes.
Few members have experienced the club transformation, like Fritz Baffo, a former MP and Minister of Information, who has been a member for over 40 years.
I started this club in 1985, so I've been here 40 years, and that's a long time.
Yeah, your first memories when you first came here?
Oh, it was super. It's changed because society has changed over the 40 years. When I came into the club in 1985, it was almost an adjunct of the civil service, because at that time, most of the permanent secretaries and the senior civil servants came here. And at that time, the country was run by civil servants, because the economy was very highly regulated. So if you were a businessman and you wanted an import license or an export license, you had to go to the ministries. And sometimes when you realized that you couldn't get to see the people who could help you, you realized they would be here, so you'd come here. And so many of those businessmen and entrepreneurs joined the club. So this was a brilliant place to be, and you had a lot of academics, you had a lot of people who later became top politicians. You had bankers and diplomats, because it had been part of the progression of the Gold Coast to Ghana. Because in 1957, when Ghana became independent, this became the Ghana Club. Yeah. And the amazing thing about this club is that the chief patron is always the President of the Republic of Ghana. Yes. Yeah, but we've had some challenges. There was over the last few years, there have been some developments around the club which threaten the very existence of the club. So members and advocates have been fighting to retain the club because they wanted to break it down. A club is a club, and it has rules and regulations. Yeah. If you want to be a member of the club, you come and you have to know someone so that you can be recommended. And then you'll go through a process, a vetting process. And if they find you fit, you'll come in. So right now, the club is open to all strands of people in the country.
But what are some of the community engagements the Ghana Club has been involved in?
We have exhibitions. We've had several photo and art exhibitions here. Every end of the last Friday of every month, we have a choral concert. We have musical concerts, and we have parties, and we do charity events. A few months ago, around Christmas, we had a charity event for street children. It was a huge success. We had 250 children from Osu and Jamestown, and they had a wonderful and rollicking time here. And the club does everything that a proper social club should do. Apart from the fact that a lot of people come in and bend their elbows and enjoy themselves and tell jokes and everything. But it's open to both men and women.
However, times have changed. Comparing the club's early years to today, Fritz Balfour believes modernization has reshaped its dynamics.
The society than the facilities, because we want to maintain the club as it was. It is one of the old buildings which was built in the early 1910s, 1920s. This was designed by the British Royal Engineers when they decided to work on Ghana, work on Accra. Accra, you know, used to be almost swampy. And so the British came in here, they drained the swamps. That's why we have neem trees, what we call Kingchu in Ghana. And you have Indian almonds. They were brought in from India because their roots soak up extra water. So the Ghana Club is actually a historical site because the design dates back 100 years and more. In terms of operations, naturally, we don't have beer that is brought in barrels anymore. There are breweries around. We use telephones and we use computers and things like that. And then we have electricity and we have charging points on the walls and things like that. But basically, we try to keep the old kind of atmosphere and the old atmosphere around it.
Despite its rich history, the club faces challenges, particularly with shifting demographics and changing social trends.
And then the demographics in Accra have changed. Years back, around the time that the club was founded, a lot of people lived in the center of Accra. A lot of the civil servants around Independence lived in the Ridge area. Now, most of the residences in the Ridge area have been turned into offices, so people can no longer walk from their houses and come to the club. They have to drive down, and most of the elite too have moved from the center of town to out of town. So the pressure on the club is lessened. I mean, when I came to the club, during daytime it was packed. Right now we don't have too many people unless it's the weekend, unless we have an event. But at night it's packed with people coming in to meet their friends and and for them to have a good time.
But the club's history isn't just told through its members. It's also carried by those who have served within its walls for decades. Godfrey Nyante, a dedicated staff, has worked at the Ghana Club for over 40 years. He has seen the club evolve while holding on to its legacy.
For 45 years. That's a long time. How has it been for you?
Fine.
It's been good.
It's good. It's good.
But take us through your journey so far. 45 years. How has it been? The journey so far?
The journey so far is that's 1980, April 5th, 1980. I was employed, and Dr. Odoi's father was the president before I was employed.
Oh, okay.
He was the president, and I was employed 5th April. And Ghana Club is a place that it's not bad place at all. If you are a member in Ghana Club, you will enjoy it. You are happy, and everything is good. The members, they are also good, and the staff are happy about the situation, and things were not bad.
It's usually rare to get to talk to people who have been in a particular place for that long. So what has been your secret for all these years?
You see, Well, all the members that I met, they are all good and nice. I don't know whether it's my character, I don't know. But they are all nice to me. And I don't know how to say it because the situation wasn't bad for me at all.
Yeah.
And I married even from this place. My children were also born here. And for Ghana Club, it has made me very proud.
From the Gold Coast to Ghana, this club has remained a pillar of tradition and excellence for over 7 decades. Proof that history isn't just found in the books. Sometimes it's the places we gather.
They came to wipe our tears away. They wiped away our glory.
Almost 80 years. The Ghana Club is still operating, and just as you heard from the Vice President, the President, and key members of the Ghana Club, this club serves all and is open to everyone. Well, maybe next time you pass by, you definitely see my name on the membership list. Reporting for Joy News, I'm Jacqueline Ansama Yaboa.